Hello again everyone and welcome to another episode of Strategic Command WW2 World at War. My name is Yogdog and we are just in the preparations of, well, getting our forces ready for the push into the Benelux region and then into France. So we have completed this turn at least, and we'll have to see how the AI reacts. So the USSR is invading Finland. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. So the Chinese are moving more divisions into position. They are fully reinforcing. I'm tempted to move a HQ to here, Canton, to reinforce some pushes into Hengyang and slightly outflank Changsha, but I don't know how realistic that actually is. USSR is expelled from the League of Nations. Okay, my air force is going to be able to help it. We have Chinese interceptors causing issues. Need to get some rolls here which are all below what I should be getting. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I can't actually push out from there. We pull you back one. You can move to there. Keep you moved back there as well. Garrison unit gets put in that position. Probably over the winter need to reinforce some of these units I have in the area. I think what we do is we purchase a heavy artillery for Japan, because I'm going to need that to try and break some of the defensive stalemates. And I'm also going to go for anti-submarine warfare, because I need to invest in the fleets over time. Then we go for with Italy. We already have infantry warfare. I don't think there's anything I want to swap to for the moment. Maybe anti-air defense. No, leave it as is. Research for Germany is definitely going to be production tech. And long-range aircraft. Oh, we're already at max funding. Okay, that's fine. So, advanced tanks, mobility, anti-air 1. So I can't upgrade them fully just yet. So we want the armies here at the front. Needs to make everyone, bring everyone back to full strength. The only other thing I need to do is collect our naval forces down here. So the purpose of these is, once France has fallen, we send them into the Mediterranean. And we're going to utilise them to support an attack on Malta, Crete, and then hopefully, long term, Egypt. That should do for this turn, I think. So let's end turn there. So the first of our paratrooper divisions is deployed. Partisan activity in Manchuria. That's going to be an ongoing problem. There's going to be quite a lot of partisan activity in most of the areas we occupy. Alright. So they are fully reinforcing their formations in China. We weren't able to destroy that core, unfortunately. Oh, they're actually attacking. Interesting. That's not so good. A little bit of damage to our HQ. Nothing too crazy, but we do need to be wary about the sheer amount of forces that China has in the area. I must destroy that core soon. The Graf Zeppelin. No, we're not going to make an aircraft carrier. We'll have him deploy at Benghazi. So we get another HQ there. And we get our second paratrooper unit. So let's make sure all our armies are at full strength. Advanced fighters 1. Let's go ground attack weapons 1. I'm going to go naval weaponry as well. Just because they'll be needed in the Med. Okay, so that's pretty much everything with Germany done. I just need to dawdle a bit here with the remaining submarines. Good attack. Okay, that's another division shattered. I think I need to reinforce the Japanese fighter squadron. It's taken quite the battering overall. moved in that way as well. So I think Japan, you're not maxed out on research yet, so that's something we should do here. We are going to go for production technology, and that leaves 125 remaining, so I can get artillery weapons to affect our heavy artillery when it is produced. And then Italian research efforts are going to be focused towards infantry weapons. Okay, the only other things really I'm going to end up doing is the Italian Air Force I'll move over. I probably need to move a minimum of 1 corps over here as well. Because long range desert groups are going to be a problem down here. And now any MPP I get really needs to be spent on the Italian Navy, the Regia Marina. So I think we end turn there. We'll see what happens. So Allied responses this early on in the campaign are probably going to be rather small. So that's another Chinese army in the area. We've already destroyed about 3-4 corps. And we're still heavily outnumbered. Oh, that's not good. I absolutely need to try and reinforce this area here next. Would you like to authorise the annexation of Lithuania? No. I don't want to cause issues with the USSR for as long as I can. Okay, so the Gorizia, you need to be full strength, as does the Polar, but the Polar is going to take a bit longer. This German tank formation needs mobility. There's a few areas here which could be improved upon. That will do for now. Okay. Something like that should do fine. So the only other thing I need to do is see what we can do over here in Japan. could get a bit clever here and do this. That final attack not hitting is a bit unfortunate. Okay. That's another one of our units destroyed. Perfect. Let's get the various carriers upgraded. You need to be brought up to full strength, I think, next turn. So we're going to send the Navy to the various ports, and we'll make sure we get those upgrades given out. That'll do for there, I think. For Japan, we'll purchase a... Let's go for an escort carrier. And end turn there. More parts of activity in Manchuria. Coal strike in New South Wales paralyses the Australian economy. So we get some progress in some of our techs, which is nice. Nothing too remarkable so far. I mean, in Europe, we can't do much anyway because of the weather, and I need to time my attack into the Benelux region so the weather turns at just the right time for us. And France is quite happily holding on its Maginot Line. So they don't really need to do too much. I would like to get the next level of advanced tanks, if possible, before the war, but I'm not sure that'll happen. So, Finland loses the Winter War. Authorize the invasion of Norway. Yes, please. Get another unit of tactical bombers. And tanks. Italy gets a new submarine. Let's reinforce the 2 HQs in North Africa. You definitely need infantry weapons. Should be that, I think. So we know that there are ships over here. So tempted to try and sally out and attack them from the Baltic, but it would be a silly idea. And I'm pretty committed to my idea of send as many forces as we can to the Mediterranean to help the Regia Marina. And I can't do both. So I think all the forces that are going to be actively pushing from the front are ready. It's still snowing and bad weather, so I don't think we do it this turn. Next turn should be fine. Meanwhile, over in Japan, well, over in the Asian theatre, well, you pretty much need fully reinforcing. I think I'll give you long-range aircraft, but not naval weaponry. Some nice attacks going on there. Okay, well that pushes them back a bit, which is pretty important. Let's get long-range aircraft and advanced fighters. You just need bringing up to strength as much as can be done. And then the various naval vessels that constitutes the Navy do need improvements, but I'm not going to be able to afford to do all of that at once. Yep, let's go from there. Let's end turn. Get some more progress in some of our techs, which is very nice and very much welcomed. So as much as I'm inflicting heavy casualties on the Chinese forces present, I don't think it's enough. I'm not able to actually destroy their defences so far. It does look like the weather has turned in the Benelux, which should give us a good attempt at, well, some decent weather to actually attack with. Okay. Yep. So we will take Denmark. There are demonstrations in Iceland. The Congo battleship is built, and we have our heavy artillery, which will deploy in Hiroshima. That's too good an attack to pass up. That's not quite destroying the unit, but it's enough. That said, our attacks are not doing amazing in the south. Oh, if only we were a little bit luckier there. Should be fine. You need fully reinforcing. Let's reinforce you a bit further as well. I think that's most of the naval vessels upgraded now. There's a few we've only just deployed. Well, okay, there's one we've only just deployed. Destroyers do still need doing. But I think that's that. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I think I will leave this episode here as a bit of a cliffhanger. But we will be attacking in the next episode into the Benelux region and into France. But thank you very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.